Hey everybody, it's Deep Dives with Mick, and unfortunately, we cannot find the last two parts of this. We lost the SD cards of this, but yeah. Without further ado, welcome back to Deep Dives with Mick, and we are back here with Cannan Smith. He is actually wrestling for the state tournament this weekend, and we're just going to talk to him about how the seasons went and how the season is going to go and how he's hopefully going to come away with that state title this year. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling really good. My mental has been really, really good. I've done a lot of mental preparing for this state tournament this year, and I feel like my head's in probably the greatest space it's ever going to be in.
Yeah, that's good. Always being in the good headspace for especially such a physical and mental sport like wrestling. I know, since it's a one-on-one sport, it can't be good knowing someone can be better than you, something like that. And I know you're a little bit cocky, and that's a good thing. I like when you're like that. But yeah, and what's your preparation?
I've been going up to New Lexington a lot, practicing with some of my buddies, and we've been pushing each other a lot recently, and we all have been on each other about having a great mindset. Our training is our training's worth it, and we're all gonna be on top of that podium this year.
That's good. I see you're wrestling with buddy of yours, Zach. And
Zach Janes,
Zach Janes. I wish we could have him on here. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get that to work. The schedule's kind of been a mismatch. But, walk me through how it's been, just practicing with the team and all that, bringing guys up to par, just kind of how the seasons went in general.
The season was kind of slow this year. We didn't get the success as we wanted as a team this year, I should say. And it's kind of been like a rebuilding year for us. Because next year we're going to be really, really good, especially with the 8th grade class coming up. It was slow, but it was really tough this year too, especially with all of the snow days and all that, not being able to practice. It was just really tough on everyone.
Yeah, as you know, we had a lot of calamity days here at Chillicothe. Actually in Ohio in general, we had that winter storm that kind of set everybody back. And our wrestling program, we're still staying strong. I mean, we've got 2 state wrestlers, but so I know the state tournament is literally 2 days, ain't it?
Well, tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yeah. How are you handling with the pressure?
I don't feel any pressure.
This time,
I don't feel any pressure.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, but this year I feel like I'm the underdog. I don't feel like I have anything to prove to anyone, especially being a 2-time state placer. I don't feel any pressure. I feel like I have nothing else. I got nothing to lose this year. I mean, or D2 132 is one of the toughest weight classes in the state right now. I'd say there's 4 returning state placers. 2 of them are returning state champs. I don't feel any pressure for me to win it this year. I just feel like I have to go out there and be myself, and I'll go win it.
Yeah, I get that. So, walk me through the guys that are you potentially going to have to face.
So, my first match is I think he's a junior from Copley. But then I got Carter Trukovich from Galleon, he's really good, returning state placer last year, sophomore. And if I beat him, we go to the semis where I'll see returning state champ Blake Bartos from Medina, and that'll be a barn burner for sure. And then if I win that, I'm in the finals. I'll probably have Tate Heisey from St. Mary's Memorial, who's also a returning state champ.
A lot of returning state champs, ain't there? Are they from different divisions?
No, same divisions, just different weight classes.
Different weight classes, one going up, one going down, or something.
They both went up, yeah.
Then so. I know your dad is the coach, and I'm sure he pushes you a lot.
Yeah.
So how has that influenced you to really be where you are?
It's different. Not well. We kind of have to like switch times from him being a coach to him being a dad. But it's kind of like easy to read him now because every time we leave practice, we're always talking about wrestling. We're always growing our minds with the sport. But he's pushed me to my limit this year, especially like I've said with my mental. He's kept me in check. He's kept my mental straight the entire season.
And you're going to need that, especially with that loaded roster that you know is coming this weekend. So, what's your expectations for?
I fully believe I'm going to win a state title this year. I mean, it's a tough weight class, and I don't know. I just see myself being more into the match than they are, and they don't want to wrestle me. I just see that. I see them breaking, and just stop wrestling, and me coming out as the winner.
And what would that mean for you?
It means I'll be on that top of that podium with the big old bracket.
People here at Chillicothe would really love to see you be the
first ever
state champ wrestling at Chillicothe. And closest was your father, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that would be a truly inspiring story. My biggest question is, how do you stay focused through all this? Like all the expectations you put on yourself to even win the state title, and going out there and actually doing it. How do you just stay focused through the academics and really just everything?
It's kind of hard with the academic part, and especially with the weight cutting part, but I know I just think about how is this going to shape me to be a better person when I get older. So it just helps with my mental toughness a lot. I just know whatever is happening in my life, there's going to be tougher things that's going to happen, especially when I lost my grandfather. I came to school with a smile on my face, even though it was really tough. But yeah, these moments help me with my mental strength. And the wrestling part, one match at a time. That's all you got to think about is one match at a time. You can't think about, if I win this, if I win that, if I win this. You have to look at the match in front of you. You cannot worry about the future, or you're not going to see the future at all. Your future's going to be different.
Yeah. You know, Mike Tyson tried to look ahead. He got pounced by, what's his name, Buster Douglas?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself after wrestling season?
Well, obviously my wrestling season doesn't end, so
fortunately.
I'll still be wrestling. We have nationals at the end of this month, and then I have a dual tournament with one of the clubs I wrestle with up in Columbus and Pennsylvania. And honestly, I'm kind of debating playing football or not this year, so I might make the Fargo team go wrestle in Fargo and go wrestle in Super 32 over in North Carolina.
Yeah, I know that Fargo tournament's big. I know it's a whole camp that you got to go through, and if you had the chance to do that, I would do it.
Yeah,
I would do it, and especially since I know you plan on going to college for wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of my next question. Where do you see yourself after college? I'll probably ask you this again in the future, but plans change.
Yeah. I still see myself going Big Ten, obviously, or ACC, one of the big conferences for wrestling. And I can see myself being a 4-time All-American, 2-time NCAA champ, maybe 3. I'm hoping for 4, but that's really tough to do. But I see myself being very successful at the D1 college level.
Yeah. Always have high expectations for yourself. If you set a high expectation for yourself, even if you don't meet those expectations, you won't fall very short of them. I know weight cutting's all mental.
It gets easier as the season goes on, yeah.
Yeah.
But usually when you get to sectionals and districts, you're just tired of it. You kind of break. I broke this at districts this year. It was really bad. I just sat down in a corner and cried for maybe 15 minutes because I was just done. It just sucks, especially that day. We left here and I was 2 pounds over, I want to say.
Mentally drained.
Yeah, and went over to another hotel because our fitness room was broke. Cut some weight there, and then we had to wait until 1:30 for weigh-ins, and then we had weigh-outs, which even sucks more, which means you can't eat or drink throughout the day like you normally would. And I cracked bad. It was all. My dad was worried. My coaches were in my ear saying, you can't break right now. You're the best kid here right now, and best kid in the state. You can't break. And it kind of pushed me a little bit more. And honestly, if I didn't have the buddies that I had at that tournament, I probably wouldn't have made the weigh-outs. But I have some really good buddies with me, and we all of us cut the weight together and kind of made it kind of enjoyable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My last question for you is, are you ready?
I'm more than ready. I'm super pumped for the state tournament this year.
This is the end of Deep Dives with Mick. Hope to see you guys again.